Japanese motorcycle manufacturers always mean business, so for the 2022 model year, their overall roster of newcomers is getting close to 30 models. Today, however, we'll cover only the most anticipated dozen from this bunch. Superbikes, sport tours, adventure models, nakeds and retros. Today, nothing is off the menu. So if you're a true fan of the Japanese motorbike culture, subscribe to Automotive Territory and enjoy the ride. Yamaha MT-10 SP. In addition to a host of technical updates, Yamaha's Super Naked gains a new flagship model labeled SP. It has the same styling as the regular MT-10 with its twin LED headlights and brow-like DRLs, but gains an exclusive liquid metal raven color scheme and a polished swing arm. It also swaps the usual KYB suspension units for the electronically controlled all-lens 43mm forks and shocks, both with full adjustability and 4.7 inches of travel. The setup offers 6 adjustment modes, 3 preset and 3 fully customizable that can be accessed through the bike's 4.2-inch TFT display. The Master of Torque engine remains unchanged, making 164 horses and almost 83 pound-feet. Lastly, the SP gets a 6-axis AMU that enables the work of a cornering-aware, fully adjustable traction control and electronically adjustable engine braking. Honda CBR-1000RRR Fireblade. After becoming a RRR model in 2020, on track, the Fireblade failed to reach its on-paper potential. So in 2022, Honda went back to the grindstone to sharpen the blade. Despite its liquid-cooled 4-cylinder being all new, it got revised intake ports and airbox. Compression ratio was increased to 13.4:1, and gases now flow out of the modified exhaust with a new center section and a redesigned catalytic converter. This 999cc still peaks at 14,500 rpm, producing 214 horsepower, but torque was ever so slightly dropped to 82.6 pound-feet at 12,500. The base model of the Honda CBR-1000RRR sports Showa suspension and Nissin brakes. SP models upgrade the package with respective L-lens and Brembo's Dilemma components. But in 2022, the buyers can aim even further. Honda celebrates the model with a limited 30th anniversary edition that gets a tricolor paint scheme by Hiroaki Tsukui, the original creator of the Fireblade livery. There is a blue pillion seat, new logos, and a unique serial number. Kawasaki Ninja H2SX SE. The Sport Tour is an unquestionable centerpiece of Kawasaki's 2022 lineup. Its formidable supercharged 998cc inline 4-cylinder still puts out 200 horsepower at 11,000 rpm and 101 pound-feet at 9,500. But this time it gets optimized cam timing and upgraded transmission. Besides some minor cosmetic tweaks to the headlight and exhaust, the Japanese have seriously improved its touring capabilities with the high-tech electronics. The advanced rider assist system was created in cooperation with Bosch and uses 2 radar sensors to enable such active safety aids like forward collision warning, blind spot detection, and adaptive cruise control. Expectedly, the new H2 gets Kawa's latest semi-active KECS electronic control suspension that links Showa's Skyhook software to a pair of 43mm inverted forks and a balance-free rear cushion monoshock. Lastly, the Ninja H2SX SE sports a 6.5-inch Bluetooth-enabled spin infotainment with direct access to the motorcycle settings. Suzuki Hayabusa. An update for the Busa is a once-in-a-decade occasion, so anyone even remotely interested in this model should take notice. The Icon has 550 new or redesigned parts, aiming for the ultimate and balanced superbike experience. In order to fit into the Euro 5 emission standards, the 1340cc 4-cylinder was somewhat detuned and now makes 187 horsepower at 9,750 rpm and 110 pound-feet at 7,000. Testing out Hayabusa's top speed of 186 mph has become easier, since the chassis was giving a more relaxed steering angle for the high-speed stability. There is a new fully adjustable KYB suspension and the latest generation Brembo's Dilemma brakes. Moreover, Suzuki finally equips the Peregrine Falcon with an inertial measurement unit that works with the Suzuki Intelligent Ride System. The latter includes a 10-stage traction control, 10-stage wheelie control, and 6 power modes. Yamaha XSR900. The original XSR was introduced in 2016 as a neo-retro follow-up to the MT-09 Naked. However, Yamaha's marketing department has already granted the model the legendary status. Well, in 2022, the legend is being reborn as the second generation. Among the design highlights are a new controlled-filling die-cast aluminum frame, lightweight spin-forged 10-spoke aluminum wheels, full LED lighting, new color TFT display, premium kit, and either Legend Blue or Raven body colors. The CP3 890cc cross-plane crankshaft 3-cylinder is a bit short of being all new. Pistons, connecting rods, crankshaft, camshafts, and crankcase were all redesigned and lightened, returning 117 horsepower and 69 pound-feet of more linear torque. And the engine soundtrack was remastered with a new intake system. Lastly, the 2022 Yamaha XSR900 is enhanced with a 6-axis AMU with rider aids, and the advanced up-and-down quick shifter is now standard. Honda 1100 NT. Building on the Africa Twin platform, the new 1100 NT offers a compact, well-equipped, and powerful package for the real-world conditions. The bike relies on the same 1084cc parallel-twin engine producing 101 horsepower, while its maximum torque of 77 pound-feet is readily available at 6,250 rpm. Suspension-wise, this Honda is more flavored for the on-road adventures, as it comes with a lower 43mm Showa cartridge-type inverted front forks, single-tube pressurized Showa shock, and smaller 17-inch wheels. Its long-distance intention is further emphasized by a host of travel equipment, including standard panniers, cruise control, and heated grips. The 1100 NT also features an electronically adjustable windscreen with 5 positions. Finally, there is a 6.5-inch TFT touchscreen that has 3 modes of display and offers Apple CarPlay and Android Auto connectivity. If you agree with us that the Japanese bikes are still the best, make sure to like this video and leave an appropriate comment below. Thank you for the feedback, and let's keep rolling. Kawasaki Z650RS. This new Kawa middleweight puts a neo-retro spin on the brand's Z650 naked bike. It is based on a steel trellis frame with a 41mm front fork and a back-length moto shock with adjustable preloads and 5.1 inches of travel. The wheels are 17 inches, housing a 300mm front disc brake with standard Bosch 9.1M ABS. At the bike's heart sits the fan favorite 649cc parallel 2-cylinder with flexible power delivery and smooth torque up to 48.5 pound-feet at 6,500 rpm. The classic retro styling of the Kawa Z650RS was clearly inspired by the 1970s Z1, and it especially stands out when it's wearing the available candy emerald green body color. A teardrop tank around LED headlight, oval taillights, and cast wheels that mimic old-school wires finish up the look. Finally, the dashboard is a pair of analog gauges and an LCD screen, with the basic riding info. Yamaha Ténéré 700 Trade. Our first preview for this bike came at the 2021 Milan Motorcycle Show, and now new Yamaha patents reveal more details for the production version. The Raid builds on the platform of the regular Ténéré 700, but replaces its suspension with the new KYB units. Up front, there are 48mm forks with 10.6 inches of travel, while at the rear, the setup gets new linkage and shocks, promising 10.2 inches of travel. Wrapped in off-road-ready rubber, the wheels house a 300mm front disc and an oversized 260mm unit. The bike's 450cc single is not reported to get any changes, but it does benefit from a full titanium exhaust from Akrapovic. Other unique features of the 700 Trade include its dirt-style front fender, a rally seat, and twin fuel tanks that should increase fuel capacity to at least 5.2 gallons. Suzuki GSX-S1000GT. The latest Suzuki Sport Tourer offers a proper balance between power, comfort, and ergonomics, which are excellently wrapped under a modern-looking skin with a sharp nose and standard LED units. No matter whether the road is winding or straight, no matter you're alone or with a company, the new GSX-S1000GT runs effortlessly, which is a courtesy of its 999cc four-cylinder producing 150 horsepower and 80 pound-feet of torque. Suzuki complements the package with a standard 43mm inverted KYB fork and dual Brembo brakes. Plus, the ride is aided by such must-have goodies as cruise control, ride-by-wire throttle, and traction control. For the asking price, the new bike also gets a 6.5-inch TFT display with loads of functions and phone connectivity. Kawasaki KLR 650. After skipping a couple of years, the KLR 650 Dual Sport returns as the third-generation model built on a new beefed-up frame with a longer swing arm and a 5-clicks preload adjustable rear shock. Though advertised to be all new, the 2022 motorcycle still relies on a version of its original powertrain that debuted all the way in 1987. However, it is not without changes. The 652cc liquid-cooled 4-stroke engine adopts fuel injection technology, while the 5-speed gearbox benefits from some fine-tuning. On a highway, the bike feels most confident at the speeds around 75 mph, though it can go as fast as 90 miles per hour. Design-wise, the KLR 650 acquires fresh bodywork, while ergonomics improvements include a more comfortable seat, adjustable windscreen, and a neutral handlebar seat footback positioning. Finally, the bike boasts bigger brakes, new LED display with a fuel gauge, and an off-road tweaked ABS system. Honda SuperCub. The world's best-selling vehicle keeps raking up record-breaking production numbers, but it still has to go through a significant redesign to comply with the modern regulations. The new SuperCub boasts a revised suspension represented by a 26mm telescopic fork and twin shock, gains all LED lighting, and wears a new matte gray metallic paint. In Europe, this mini bike is now offered with a double seat and 2 sets of footbacks. The 125cc single-cylinder gets fully redesigned. The bore and stroke were changed to 50 by 63.1mm. Compression ratio was bumped to 10:1, but a 4-speed semi-automatic transmission is still in place. The expected output numbers should be around 9.6 horsepower and 7.7 pound-feet of twist. And lastly, this tiny Honda now gets a smart key. Suzuki Katana. A katana must always be sharpened, so Suzuki refreshes its retro-inspired sport bike with gold fork tubes, red shock spring, two-tone seat, unique wheel coloring, and 2 new colors, metallic matte stellar blue and solid iron gray. The engine was massaged to meet Euro 5 standards. It still makes 150 horses, but now one will have to rev it till 11,000 RPM. The torque, however, is spread across a broader range and is delivered smoothly via a ride-by-wire throttle and Suzuki Drive Mode selector system with 3 selectable engine maps. Completing the updated package is a now standard bidirectional quick shifter and an LCD screen with a night mode. If you have something to say about the lineup, say it in the comment section below. Our debates never end. Mention your favorite Japanese motorbike models of 2022 and like this episode to support the Big Four. Subscribe to Automotive Territory to closely follow the latest two-wheel releases, watch more videos through the links on the screen, and as always, may the torque be with you!